All right, we're gonna have a little demonstration. We're over here, Tri County Tech, and what we're doing, we're opening up all these boxes because they have street lights in them, and then I'm gonna, and Sonia's got the blade right now. You know what? She's got the blade, and I got my knife also. Look, whoa, look at that.
Mine's game.
Game. Oh yeah. What does that say right there? I can't remember how to read it. Daniel is cool. Ain't that something?
Hey, right. It says it on mine too. I think it's a new kind of knife. It's called Daniel is cool.
Daniel is cool knife. Yeah. So anyway, so that's what we do. We get these boxes out of here, like this, like that. Here's the light. Look at this. So, like this. What? Ha ha.
Then we undo the boxes because they want us to break them down. So then we lay all that over here because then it has to be taken around yonder to the dump.
Yep.
That's what it does.
That's what we do.
Yep. And it's 50 degrees out here.
Yep.
So it's actually nice today.
Yeah. All right. So I'm getting ready to go up here, and I'm gonna see what it's like to do four lights. And hello?
Hey, what you doing?
I'm up in the lift, ready to take down a big stupid box. What you doing?
Yeah, that sounds fun. Do you have stuff to do Thursday, Friday?
Thursday we got to go to Columbia and do some 8 lights for Ish. What do you got?
Sorry, I just got a text that you were talking and it confused me.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. This is what's involved in just taking one of these crazy things down. All right. Let's see. We're gonna got a fill up it here. Sometimes these things are stripped. Barely came out. Barely. There's 2 of them here. Okay, that one came out pretty good. Then you got to get a something to pry it, such as this, a little thin crowbar. And you can pop it out. It don't always come out that easy, but this just happened to. All right, so and then you got to go over here, and you got to get your 5/16, and you got to take all these off. 4 of them. And they got a flat head on it. So if you drop one, you don't have to worry about it sticking to anything because it's got a flat head on it. Yeah, we'll drop them down here. Okay. Okay, then if nothing's on you, I usually get this and put a little spin to it, and then drop it right down there in the bottom. Okay, then what you have to do is you got to get these wires over here, so I'll need to get my trusty little wire strippers or whatever, and then I get them and I grab it. Usually I can grab that zip tie and usually get it off pretty quick. And then what I like to do is, it's got a neutral, we got to cut all these. So what I usually do is save these things, so I'll pinch it right there at the wire, and usually they'll come off pretty good and I can reuse these. So I put them over here in my little basket. And then, now here's where the secret and the hard part comes in right here. You got to get up in here like this. This thing is so heavy, you got to figure out some way to get it like this. And then you do have the bulb in there still. your 13/16, and you got to take these off. The nuts. Okay, you see it? Grab it. Okay, so now basically this thing's got this whole thing. Nasty. So what I did, I hung it on the thing there. So now, yes. So it did most of the work. If you do that by hand, it's actually not easy. Then I get this, now you can throw it in there. Way to go. And that's why I take them off, but there's really no need to do any more. That's how you do one. I'm gonna go ahead and take this one down, and that's the way you do it. But now over here, Tri County Technical College, and I cannot post this because I just now realized I did not have my safety harness on. But I am safe. Oh man, right. I can't show that to nobody. Oh well, there you are. Signing off. All right. Daniel Hamby here from Hamby Signs and LED. All right, I'm getting ready to show how to take down one of these big, crazy, big, heavy, stupid, old light boxes. Well, I'm gonna give it the best demonstration I can, show what all goes on with this. I'm gonna use my jib arm to help to save my back. Always make sure you got your nice safety on, just in case anything happens. You don't wanna get knocked out of the basket at about 30 feet. So here we are. First thing we do is we come over here, and usually a Phillip head will work. Sometimes they are stripped out, but if you're lucky, it'll come off like so. Okay, that one did. Sometimes you have to use a flat head. Okay, that worked. That's what it looks like right there, and they'll usually come out. Okay. Second thing, you got to have a flat bar. And you got to try to pry that mug up. Sometimes they come out easy like that one. Sometimes they do not. All right, you got to bang on it. Sometimes you got to get the pry bar and pull it all at the same time. Then you take the 5/16, and there's 4 screws up in here that are flat head like that, so they won't stick in the tire if you accidentally drop one. Probably. And then you get all these off, and then you take this out, you shield, and if you're in a wide open space, I'll get this thing and make sure nobody's around, holler clear, then I spin it, and it lands right down there below me. You can put it in your basket if you want to, but it depends on what's down there. Okay, and then you have to get your wire cutters or something. You got to cut the zip tie like that. And I'll usually get in there and grab them and pull them down. And you'll see that they've got wire nuts in there. So what I usually do, if the wire nuts look good, I'll save the wire nuts because I'll need them to go back. And so I can save the wire nuts like that. There's 3 wires. This is 270. No, 480. 480. So basically what I'm doing, I'm taking all 3 of these wires loose, the brown, the black, and the red, making sure they're loose. Okay, now here's where the secret comes in. This very scary and dangerous, and if you don't know what you're doing. I come over here, slide this way, and I'm gonna put this thing at the end of my jib up inside this big giant crazy old dinosaur box. Put just a little bit of pressure right there, okay? Then, okay, I've already got the wires loose. I've got a 13/16 right here, and there's 2 bolts up in here. There's one. I'll lay that right there. Okay, when I take this second one off, here's where you got to be careful. You see it move? So what's happening? Whoa! And that's what I was talking about. But I had my jib, it caught on the jib, then I lay this in here. And that's pretty much what happens. Then you got to take these off. What I've been doing is, this is too tight because somebody, idiot, put a worker put a lock nut by there, and it's very difficult to get down there to hold it. But I do have the correct tool to get down in there. But you got to stick it down in the hole to take a lock nut off. That's very unnecessary. But then I take this, and what I'll do, I'll put it around this, and then I'll tighten it up on it, and it goes, just screw it right out. It don't sound like much, but when you do 8 of them on one pole, it takes a little bit of time. So that's the way to do it. So then once I get it, then I'll just come down and get over here out the way. And that's the way that you take down a big, crazy, old-timey, dinosaur, heavy box. Daniel Hamby.